Hello, welcome to the maiden edition of SmartdriveERP. ERP. I'm so excited to be your presenter. This is an integrated virtual office solution designed for COVID-19. Now, COVID-19 changes equation on all business space from Europe, from America, everywhere in the world. The pandemic has actually changed the business equation. So let's look at the office arrangement before COVID-19 pandemic that has erupted globally. Office seating arrangement was done as per office space. Customers or visitors to office space was done as per office space could accommodate. We had overcrowded customer space like most banking halls. Distances between persons was not an issue as long as space could take. We had open offices and people were encouraged to sit in open offices so that they can work as a team and collaborate. Now, this is a picture of the open office as we used to have before COVID-19 pandemic. You have crowded people sitting in a crowded office. This wasn't an issue. Now, every business organization with the pandemic of COVID-19 era and post COVID-19 era, there is a strong demand for the social distancing. Now, I like to say that one country that has defeated coronavirus is Taiwan, one of the closest country to China. They had 429 people that got infected with 6 deaths. They flattened the curve by practicing social distancing and wearing of masks. They make it mandatory. This actually flattened the curve and stopped the pandemic. They did not lock down their country, but everyone took it seriously and the virus was defeated. So the demand of COVID-19 era is that if we do not want to be infected or get infected in the office, we need to keep a distance of 2 to 3 meters. And then the doctors have told us clearly that there are no vaccine or medication for COVID-19 until about 18 months. This means that social distancing is unlikely to go away very soon. If this is true, then it means it's going to affect office sitting arrangement for each organization. This implies that small, medium, and enterprise organization must design a new office sitting arrangement to stop the spread of virus. So we now propose a new office structure um, under COVID-19. So you can see our office structure here. We've actually designed a software called SmartdriveERP that will enable office to then decide how many people they can accommodate in the office space that they have, obeying the 2 meter to 3 meter apart distancing. And of course, they need also every business organization, whether it is a medium, a small, or enterprise organization, must then decide the staffs that have to work remotely. So in this design, you see that these are all remote staff, all working within the same business platform called the SmartdriveERP. This is a new software that will enable a number of staff, whether you're working remotely or you're working within the confined space within an organization, you'll be able to share information and work as though you are all together. That's the aim and the goal design for SmartdriveERP. Again, so every time we talk about business, we're looking at organization. We're looking every business organization need to worry about people, processes, while the SmartdriveERP will then deliver the technology that will drive and achieve business objective. So each organization under the SmartdriveERP then need to look at the people that need to be in the office and the people that need to work remotely, and then we need to tie all that into the business process, okay? And then the what would then deliver the technology that would then deliver or enable this process is the new design SmartdriveERP that will enable people to work together remotely and in an office environment. They'll be able to work, share information together. Let's look more into what SmartdriveERP would deliver to the new business environment. SmartdriveERP is a virtual office business portal. This portal will enable business organizations to carry out to work together without sitting in the same office environment. It is an integrated enterprise resource planning system designed to allow business managers gain control of each of their staff and get them to contribute to the business objective daily. It demands organization to define essential services which staff must sit together in an office area and allow others to work remotely, whether from home or anywhere. But what we then suggest to business organization under this new office structure, that each organization must think a way they're going to buy data for staff that will work remotely, or get a space outside remotely where staff will obey social distancing and they'll be able to contribute effectively. This portal will allow managers and team leaders and supervisors to set target and monitor delivery for each staff, whether in a confined space or working remotely. This is a fantastic software. It has a lot of business communication tools. Okay, so this is what team leaders will be able to do. Team leaders and manager and supervisors will have ability to set tasks for individual team member. Okay, so under this SmartDrive ERP that we have invented in this to be able to manage office space at this period, at this time of COVID-19, each team manager will be able to set up tasks for staff and follow up the task. Now, each team manager, leader, and supervisors will have ability to monitor progress. So when you set up tasks, you need to follow up with the staff. It doesn't really matter where they stay to work. Now, team leaders and managers and supervisors will have ability to chat with individual team member. So you can actually chat to find out how far they've gone with the tasks that they have been given to do daily. Now, this SmartDrive ERP would provide managers and team leaders and supervisors ability to hold a team meeting remotely. So you can bring all the remote people, schedule a meeting, and they'll be able to join. We are currently working on a conferencing facility that we made available in a later edition. Team managers and supervisors will have ability to measure performance of each staff since tax is now online. So they'll be able to track performance of each staff, what they do a day, and then that will get into the appraiser. Each supervisors will have ability to review document with staff. So you can actually send document to your staff, or your staff can send you document for review, and you review and send it back to them. Okay, so team leaders and managers and supervisors will have ability to run an integrated business platform which is highly secured in the cloud. So you don't need to worry about all the techie things. You don't need to worry about data space. You don't need to worry about bandwidth at which you're going to work with. You don't need to worry about all the techie stuff. SmartDrive ERP will take care of all the techie stuff. Managers will then be able to, team leaders, managers, and supervisors will have ability to carry out objective staff appraisal based on delivery. In most organizations, a lot of staff complain of a subjective nature of staff appraisal. Again, with an integrated platform such as SmartDrive ERP, each organization, each team manager will be able to review performance based on what each staff has been able to deliver. Okay, so next we're going to talk about different communication tools that will allow each business manager, each team leader to be able to communicate with the staff in an integrated manner. Now, I also like to say that we have a number of integrated tools that we have brought into SmartDrive ERP. We have a meeting communication facility, so you don't have to look for a software. You don't need to pay for a software to be able to latch onto the business environment. We've also have invoicing management tool. This invoicing management will enable, this is the heart of the business. Most businesses that have made a lot of failure or failed to realize its potential is because they've not taken invoice management seriously. This is how companies generate money, and this is how they realize money, by invoicing. Again, tasks like invoicing management with full automation from our tool here, you will not have a need to have people stay in a confined office environment to deliver the service. Salespeople can create invoice, and then the account department can follow up with payment and confirm every invoice and payment that have been made. Again, we also build another tool inside for employee database management. Again, this is your HR doesn't need to sit in a confined environment or office space. You don't need to look for office space for your database management. The HR can sit remotely, can work remotely, managing people in the HR system. Now, recruitment process also is possible within the SmartdriveERP. ERP. It's possible to have the HR recruitment process. So the HR department can actually run a process, interview people, and recruit people to work also remotely. Okay, and then customer relationship management. We have a module that deals with customer relationship management, and then finally we have business accounting that we've also implemented in SmartdriveERP. ERP. This is an integrated tool that actually promotes an integrated workforce, whether you're sitting remotely or you're sitting within a confined office space. It doesn't really matter. You'll be able to contribute to the business objective wherever you stay. So next slide, these are the few training modules that we have put on our site. If you look at all these, for some organization, you spend between $5,000 to $10,000 a year, but we have made this easy. Each organization, we can set up each organization that is made up of minimum of 5 employees to take advantage of this tool by paying just $20 a month. And that will make, for 5 staff, you should be able to have like $100. And in a year, you will spend like $1,200 to be able to latch onto this platform. Okay. And then each organization, once you latch on, you then tell us whether you need employee database, whether you need the HR. So whatever functionality you need to buy, you now buy, and then we, install that as an add-on for your organization, and you can run independently, or your accounting system. So module 1, we're going to look at different types of communication tool that we have in the SmartdriveERP. In module 2, we will look at how you can request for this installation. So you need to request. Everything is done by Techie. You go to our site and then you raise a request, and the request will come to us. We will invoice you. Once you pay, it will take us a minimum of 5 to 7 days to set the organization, and then we will send the password to the individual staff, and you also set up a workspace that you'll be able to log in, and then you start work. Okay, so we also have on module 4, we'll be talking about employee database management. And then in module 5, we'll talk about online HR recruitment process. In module 6, we'll be discussing customer relationship management. This team, again, customer relationship management, they don't need to sit together. You can get them to manage each of our customers, each of our clients remotely. And then finally, we'll discuss about the automated business accounting software model that we have also built into the system. So as you can see, this is an integrated package. Thanks to our team in Russia and thanks to our team in India, that we have put our heads together to build an integrated business platform to allow organization to come under this COVID-19 pandemic era to be able to still deliver to deliver to the bottom line of the business objective. Now, I like to say this: if you don't take office spacing, if you don't take social distancing seriously, and you're a business executive, when the virus comes and you don't know if you're infected, how it's going to react. There are people that are infected and they die instantly, and they die within a few days. And there are people that are infected and they are able to survive it. So you don't know how your immune system will be, and you don't know what the reaction will be. It is better to stay safe and replan your office environment. This is what this is all about: replanning and restructuring your business environment, because the world will never be the same again. Things will never be the same again. At least the doctors have told us for 18 to 24 months they're going to look for a solution. Until we have that solution, the office structure, the way we sit to work, and the way we sit to deliver for business will change, will have to change. I'll see you in the next model.